Okay, hi everybody. Welcome back to My Thing. That's my channel. This is a channel. Why do we call it My Thing? Well, it's a channel where we do long-term or short-term reviews on things that I have or things that I own, and we'll talk about stuff that I like and stuff that I don't like about these things. Okay. So, my thing today is the Shoei Neotec 2 modular helmet. This was first launched in 2019, I believe, and I only managed to purchase this sometime around mid-March or April, mid-2019 or so, I guess. All right, and generally I love this helmet. So today I'm going to talk about my experience with this particular Neotec 2 helmet, which, by the way, actually is the second generation of the Neotec modular helmet. For those of you who've been riding motorcycles for a long time, and if you've been using a Neotec helmet, you would know that the Neotec has been around for many years. So it was only until 2019 that Shoei decided to come out with a new iteration of the Neotec series, which is a modular helmet. Basically, what I like about this helmet is, first of all, the design. If you were to compare this side by side with a Neotec 1 helmet, which was the original Neotec, this being the Neotec 2 of course, you would notice immediately some differences. And one of the major differences is how they have certain design cues with very nice, modern, sporty, sharp edges. There's even a spoiler around the back over here. This is the exhaust vent, and on top in the front, this is your ventilation opening, okay, your air vent. And you also have one more air vent over here. Push up to close, push down to open. All right, this is single step, and up here is two step. This is your lever to open up the whole face of the helmet. One of the first things that I like about this is the fact that for the first time, I think Shoei is the first helmet manufacturer to do what they call the homologation of this opening of the face shield. Because what happens is now, when you push it all the way up and you push it one more step backwards, it locks, which means you can literally ride around the whole day with an open face helmet like this, which, by the way, is not recommended, but I guess it's good if you are riding at lower speeds and you're looking at your GPS system trying to locate somewhere. It's good to get some good clean air to come in, freshen up your face. All right, only for slow speeds. For high speeds, I don't recommend that. So that's one of the things that I like. And to release it, you have to use the latch over here, the lever. Then you bring it down and then you shut it close. All right. Good thing about the Neotec 2, there's a tab at the side. It seals pretty well, and you open it up this way. And what I like about the Shoei Neotec 2 is there's a mechanism at the side over here where if you were to close the visor, the mechanism actually pulls the visor backwards, thus providing a tighter seal of the whole front visor. It clings on to the helmet itself, which means, of course, there's a rubber lining up here. It clings on tighter. It shuts off very tight at the bottom area, and I guess this also helps aid in reducing wind noise. And I love this helmet because, to me, the quietness of the helmet is much better than the Schubert C4 that I have. However, no matter how tight this is, there is still water coming in when there's heavy rain, especially when you are stationary. It's one of those things. But nonetheless, it provides a much tighter seal compared to the C4 that I have. So overall, this design is fantastic. And all these sharp edges, the cutting the design. Apparently, Shoei has their own wind tunnel now. So this is the first, maybe the second, I'm not sure, of their brand new helmets that have been fully tested in the wind tunnel, and perhaps that's the reason why it's so much more quieter than the previous Schubert C4 that I'm also having now. Now, the other thing I like is the fact that maybe it's the design. At high speeds, perhaps it's also with the aid of this rear spoiler, at high speeds, this helmet sits firmer on your head than any helmet that I've ever tested so far. So it sits very, very firm, very well seated on your head. That's what I like. By the way, this is a size L for me versus a size XL for the Schubert C4. And one of the reasons why, well, my head size has been the same. It has not changed. One of the reasons why I found out is because the number of shell sizes that Shoei has produced for this range of helmets is maybe 1 or 2 shell sizes more than the Schubert C4. So therefore, perhaps that's the reason why it fits me better with L over here, whereas for the Schubert C4, I've had to get a bigger shell size. So those are the things that I like. Now, the other thing that I also like is the lever for you to bring down the sun visor. The one at the side over here, okay? It's got a very nice protruding piece where you can really feel it easily with your gloves on, even though you've got thick gloves on. And that's a very nice, it's a very nice confidence inspiring thing. Whenever you need to operate a visor, you can just feel it and you can just bring the sun visor down. The only downside about this is that the sun visor is not as dark as the Schubert. I would have preferred it to be a little darker, but no complaints there. Now, what is it that I don't like about this helmet? Well, oh, by the way, did I tell you? I love this color. This is the same color helmet. This is the same color that they used in their promotional videos. And when I first saw it, I said, wow, this is a nice matte blue. And I just had to have it. And it's beautiful. Now, I know some people have talked about matte color being very difficult to maintain. You've got fingerprints all over the place, but I don't see that as a problem with this particular helmet. So I'm quite okay. Perhaps if you get a black one, maybe a matte black helmet, you may get lots of fingerprints and markings on it. But for this particular blue, it's lovely. Now, just a few minor things that I don't like about the Shoei Neotec 2, which is the comms system. First of all, this helmet does not come with any integrated speakers whatsoever. And as you would already know, all comm systems you would have to buy separately. Now, Shoei has collaborated with, guess who? Sena, just as Schubert did, to come up with a design for the comms system, which means it comes with the comms module, which is to be inserted over here. This is actually a door. You would have to open up this door, insert the comm system, which would literally sit flush against the helmet, but it's in this triangular shape. And you would have to install your speakers inside. There are cavities, of course, and a little boom mic for you to do the whole setup. Now, it's not cheap, by the way, the Sena system for this. And the amount of money you pay for a comm system nowadays can set you back enough for you to actually go buy another helmet, a reasonably good helmet, although it's just a fraction of the cost of this helmet. But if you have two comm system can easily buy you a premium helmet. So what I've decided to do is I have not purchased the comms system for the Neotec 2. Why? Because I do not believe in every new helmet you buy from a manufacturer, you would have to buy a new comm system for it, which is something I totally don't agree with. So in any case, I hardly use the comm system, so I thought, well, let's save some money there and just enjoy the helmet. So that's the downside of this helmet. The other downside about the comm system is, well, it's got a boom mic. I've seen the boom mic in pictures in their literature, and it's kind of like traditional. I believe helmets should come with a neater type of arrangement for the microphone where it doesn't protrude out somewhere around your helmet. Well, we shall see. Helmets seem to be developing over the years very fast, and who knows, they may look into that one of these days. So the plus points, the things that I love about this, definitely outstrips the things that I don't quite like, but I don't really hate it. It's just minor things that I don't quite like. I really enjoy this helmet. The very fact that it fits comfortably, it's reasonably comfortable inside, although I have to say, the Schubert interior is just a tad more luxurious feeling than the Shoei, but I'm sure Shoei will get there one of these days. So overall and generally, I love this helmet. The color, the design, the way it sits on you, even at high speeds, it's very sturdy, and the ease of use, the ventilation, by the way, is far more superior than the C4. That's for sure. I'm not sure whether it will hold up against the C4 Pro, but we shall see. In the meantime, the ventilation here is good. You can actually feel the airflow. Perhaps it's got something to do with the exhaust vents over here. So those are the things that I really enjoy about this, and the very fact that you get a nice, good seal when you close the front visor, giving you a much quieter ride compared to the C4. So that is it. My review of my thing. In this episode, it's been the Shoei Neotec 2. Ranking. Out of 5, I would rank this 4.5. And the reason why I rank it 4.5 is only because of the comm system. Otherwise, it might have been, who knows, might have been a 5 out of 5. But it's 4.5 for me for Shoei Neotec 2. Do share your comments. I hope this has been useful and helpful with some good information for you in case you're looking for a helmet for yourself. One of the reasons why I started this is because when I first wanted to look for certain helmets, it was so difficult to find a rather long-term review of certain helmets to buy. So I thought I'd do this since I've had it for some time. Subscribe if you like, and hope to see you soon. Bye.